It's 2 for Tuesday, and today I'm going to go over two knives that I will be selling. I did a review of these Jack Wolf knives a couple of weeks ago, and what I've determined is this Big Bro Jack. Of the three, this is the one that I really like. I love the orange and the carbon fiber, the S90V blade. I love the shape of this one. I just love everything about this knife. So this is the one I'll be keeping, and really, I don't need more than one Jack Wolf knife. So these are the two that will be sold. This is a Javelina Jack in natural canvas micarta, and this is a Gunslinger. It's fat carbon dark matter gold. Both excellent knives. This one is a front flipper. You can also Spidey flick it. It is a fidgetable knife, so very nice. It is quite pretty. That carbon fiber. See if I can give you a close-up of it. And then the Javelina Jack. Another nice knife. Just a little bit small for me. I find the Big Bro Jack to be a little nicer. So again, this is the one I'll be keeping. And I do have the boxes for these. There you can see the end. All the other paraphernalia that it came with, all the swag that it came with, is still in these boxes. So after this video is over, I'll be packing these back up and listing these for sale. You know, these knives aren't cheap. And I can't see for me having more than just the one of them. I don't know, I find I get more enjoyment out of a much cheaper knife. I mean, it could be D2 steel, 1095, 01, even something like Case's True Sharp. And the reason I get enjoyment out of them is a lot of times that there's less expensive knives, they don't come perfect. For example, even the knife I'm carrying today. This is a Rough Rider Reserve. This knife, when I got it, the blades were loose. You could actually take this blade here. This one is a Wharncliffe. You could move it over to this scale and then push it over and almost touch the other blade. It would just wobble back and forth. So I squeezed it in the vise and then peened the pin over. And as long as it doesn't loosen up, I'll go back and I'll sand this down flush. So I'm just waiting, no reason to sand it. I want to test it first and make sure that I peened it enough and it holds tight. And where it is right now is perfect. So I'll get more enjoyment out of this. This is something I worked on, something that I fixed. And to me, I would rather carry this knife than carry any one of these three. Which you may think is a little bit strange. But for this one, I could buy 5 or 6 of these. So if I'm going to use these for hard work, if you're going to mess them up, this is a knife you'll use and you won't be afraid to use. I'm not going to take this knife and do some things with it that you probably shouldn't do with a knife. So for a daily carry, I prefer knives like this. And even if they're cheaper than this, like I said, even some of the Rough Riders regular line, I mean, they're $13, $14, $15, $16. They're in that price range. And they're just fine knives to carry. But these Rough Rider Reserves in D2 are pretty nice. I also have a couple of Bokers in D2, which are also really nice. D2 is a good steel. And these are knives that you're not afraid to use and you're not afraid to work hard. These knives, to me, I would consider them safe queens. This one, I'll keep this one. I'll take it out and use it. But one of the things that bothers me about these Jack Wolf knives, as far as using them, not abuse, but just using them hard. The blades are ground so thin. To me, on S90V, it feels like this is going to be a little bit brittle. This is going to be a little bit chippy. And I would be scared of messing one of these things up. So for me, if I'm afraid to carry the knife, or the knife is going to get messed up if I use it, I really don't want it. I'll keep this one, like I said, just because of all the hype that Jack Wolf has. I do like having one, and I love the orange it's in here, and I do love S90V. So I'll keep this, but those other two are going up for sale. So that's it for this 2 for Tuesday on 2 knives that I'm going to get rid of and the reasons why. We'll see you next time.